I'm beginning to document my Feng Fu experience. On March 21st, 2015, I read an article about Feng Fu. It is something I had never tried, even though I had casually done acupressure on other parts of my body from time to time. After reading the article, it made perfect sense for me to do this practice on a consistent basis. I had casually mentioned what I was going to do on a social website. Someone posted a comment about being interested in what I was doing and wanted me to keep them updated. That brings me to this point where I have begun to document each session. March 22nd, 2015. I placed myself in the prone position, found the Feng Fu pressure point, and placed the ice cube, which I had inside a plastic bag, onto the pressure point. At first, I felt nothing. I didn't even feel the initial coldness of the ice cube. It was like all sensation in that area did not exist. I didn't give up hope, though. I was to remain in this position for 20 minutes. I couldn't see the time I had set, but I am guessing that about a minute into the ice cube application, I started to feel a coolness. Not a coldness like one would expect from ice. It was a coolness right at the Feng Fu pressure point. I felt my breathing, which had initially started out to be slightly labored and choppy, smooth out. It became more rhythmic. I found myself starting to focus on the coolness that was beginning to slowly and evenly spread out from the center of the pressure point, along the top of my shoulders, into my arms. At the same time, the cool sensation was also spreading downward, over my spine and into my legs, where it reached to my toes. I didn't feel any sort of negative feelings. I wasn't scared. I felt peace and serenity. I felt a calmness washing over me as the coolness spread throughout my body. When I first began this test of the ice cube, my first thought had been, how am I going to lay prone for 20 minutes without going stir crazy? When the cool sensation was washing over me, my only thought was, I could lay like this forever. It felt so peaceful, so good, so right. My breathing became slower, more peaceful. The congestion I had been feeling in my upper body was being washed away. I was very disappointed when the 20 minutes was finished. My movements that are usually slightly tense, sometimes jerky, always not really wanting to get up and get the day going, had been changed. My hand slowly reached for the remainder of the ice cube, taking it off my neck. I discovered the rest of my first morning movements had smoothed out also. As I sat up on the edge of the bed, I had a whole different outlook on how my day was going to go. I was more at peace, have more energy, yet it is not a spastic type energy. It is more fluid, more calm, more productive. Is this all just a mental image suggestion from something I read? Did my mind just convince me that I had experienced something that is really not there? Well, I will leave that up to everyone's own interpretation of what they might think or feel it was. I went into this activity with an almost open mind. Yes, I was slightly skeptic. I have finished with a much more open mind and look forward to what tonight's session will bring. I have no expectations, no pre-planned thoughts. I am leaving myself open to whatever has chosen for me to see and feel. Until later, have a wonderful day.